So I want to give a shout out to Tommy, our social media guy on Facebook, for bringing this to my attention. Last night at the Tokyo Fan Fest, they made some announcements in regard to Square's Final Fantasy XIV, the MMORPG. The next expansion, called Stormblood, will feature not only the return of red mages, but, and this was the biggest news at least for me, they will be featuring Garo in this expansion, and that is fantastic news if you are a tokusatsu and video game fan. Now, I'm sure most of you probably are aware of the Garo anime. You might be more familiar with that, but it did start off as a tokusatsu series first in Japan in 2005. It's a series created by legendary Kaita Mamiya, wherein there is these Makai Knights, as they're called, that armor up into this wolf-like armor to battle these demons called Horus. And Garo is actually the title given to the one that is supposed to smite these things. And it's cool that they're bringing this to the world of Final Fantasy. I think it fits very well with the whole medieval setting of Final Fantasy, that whole fantasy setting. It's a perfect marriage of tokusatsu and video games, in my opinion. And it's cool to see this happening. Now, this is something that won't be available until June of this next year, but I believe pre-orders will be starting for this sometime in January. I'm not exactly sure of the date. It slips my mind at the moment, but it's something that North American audiences will have the pleasure of being able to dig right into, and it's cool that Garo is getting this kind of exposure, and hopefully this will make people more curious as to Garo and actually look into the tokusatsu series. Now, I don't know the extent of how Garo is going to play into this. From looking at this trailer, which I will leave in the description below so you guys could check it out. I'll also leave it here on the video so you guys could take a look at that. It looks like everybody will be able to get Makai Knight armors in this. I don't know if there's any kind of class restrictions, but from the looks of this trailer, at least the way it's presented, that doesn't seem to be the case. Of course, it might be after it's all said and done, but at this point, we don't know for sure. We'll have to wait till more information comes out about it, but either way, this is very cool. Even if it is limited to only certain classes in the game, the fact that you'll be able to armor up as a Makai Knight in the world of Final Fantasy is just mind-blowing. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see how this all plays out. Now, me myself, I gotta be honest, I've never played any of the Final Fantasy games online. I've played plenty of them, plenty of the offline versions of the games. Never have played any of the MMOs. Played 11 briefly back in the day, but never really got into it. Never raided or did any missions. Just played at a friend's house, trying it out. Just, it was on. Let me try it for maybe 30 minutes, and that was it. That was the extent of my exposure to the world of Final Fantasy Online. But who knows? I might have to try, maybe a 30-day trial to see how this all goes down in the game and how functional it is in the game. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But either way, even if I don't, I think it's great for the rest of you that are Final Fantasy fans and tokusatsu fans. So as more news develops on this, I'll try to make it a point to make a video about it. Even though I don't know, again, like I said, too much about the world of Final Fantasy, the MMORPG, but I do know about Garo. So when I get more information, I'll let you guys know what I know, at least even if it's limited. So until next time, guys, you know how it goes. The hunt continues. Oh, and Merry Christmas.